Hello, everybody. I was out here detailing the STI, and Chloe brought up a memory here. Something to do with it. She must have seen something on TV, something to do with a tornado. And it reminded me of,
It
was on a video.
Yes.
There's a couple times where I've been encountered with tornadoes. Both of the major ones were in my 02 WRX.
And they lost the keys, but they found one car key.
Oh,
Just not the other keys. They lost.
okay. So the timing, it was in just east of Kansas City, Missouri. There had been this particular week, there was a rash of tornado outbreaks. It seemed like every day the conditions were just primed, and I'm like a big weather buff. You know, I generally enjoy storms and the power of them and everything else. So I woke up this one morning, and I think it was 2002 or 2003. The Subaru, the WRX was brand new. The Bug Eye was brand new at the time. Just became legal in the United States. Woke up one morning, and I think it was like a Saturday or a Sunday, and probably a Sunday, and looked at the news, and every county around us was bright red warning for tornado warnings. The conditions were just ripe for outbreaks again. So I told the girlfriend at the time, you know, what was going on in weather conditions and stuff, and she had lived there like her whole life in that area, and she was kind of blasé about it. And I grew up in Texas, so I mean, I remember clearly what it was like as a kid to be woke up in the middle of the night with tornado sirens going off and having to go into a safe room and stuff like that. But anyways, she was kind of blasé about it and was like, no, we'll go run our errands, not going to worry about blah, 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 blah. Well, anybody who knows, who owned the early Subarus, usually WRXs, the metaling on the hood, the sheet metal, everything was super, super thin. You looked at it funny, and you would leave a dent. You push down with your fingers and too hard closing it, and you know you could leave some issues. So a hail is not your friend in that car at all. So we take off, and we got to town. Our first stop was we were gonna stop and have some lunch. So we did, and we were about 3/4 of the way through, and we heard some chatter about tornado warnings, stuff like that. And then the waitress came over and said, yeah, they just announced on the radio that there was more aggressive tornado warnings, etc., etc. Kind of blurred out right now with that sun. So let's try to fix that. There we go. So I looked at her and was like, come on, let's go get our shit over across the street. I think it was Walmart. Yeah, it's Walmart we're going to. Let's go get our shit and get back home. So we go over to Walmart, and we were in Walmart for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. And her phone starts blowing up. And it's her mom. And her mom is freaking out, asking where we are, blah, 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 because the sirens in town were going off. And there's already been reports of debris in the air. So, you know, she hung up, no more than she hung up the phone with her, and then the Walmart announced that there was a tornado inbound and that they were locking the store down. Well, some customers immediately said, well, you can't do that, you can't lock us in against our will, blah, 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 blah. Well, I looked at Kristen and said, well, let's drop your shit, let's go. You know, I'm not going to die in Walmart. And to this day, I don't know why. She just didn't put her stuff down, and we exited, but she decided she wanted to go bring the stuff back to where she got it. So I was like, well, I'm going to wait right here by the front of the store. Hurry the fuck up. And it was like 5 minutes go by. I'm looking at my clock going, what the fuck is she having a conversation back there? What the hell's going on? So finally she comes up to the store. We run out to the car. We jump in the Rex. We hit the road. We're listening to the radio, and you know, granted, probably not one of the smartest decisions to do, but we hit the highway, listening to the radio, and it just looks gnarly. It's starting to look really gnarly outside, and the radios are reporting what a tornado. Tornado had touched down. It was probably a mile or so behind where we were, traveling in a direction that we were traveling. So we were traveling faster than it was on the highway to get back to our town. And we got off the highway and we started hitting the twisty roads leading up to her family's home, which I knew like the back of my hand. I mentioned early that morning that, you know, being that she wanted to leave and we decided to leave, that if the car got caught out in hail, mind you, the Rex was like my baby, it was brand new at the time, that if the car got caught out in hail, you know, I wasn't going to be a very happy camper about it. We were about 3/4 of a mile from her dad's house. We told him we were hot inbound, have the garage open, and then I seen it, a shiny crystal ball of death coming from the sky. Bang! First one hits off the top of the car. Bang, bang! Couple more hit. Now, mind you, now I'm like, and she's in the passenger seat sitting beside me. She's like, I am sorry, I am so sorry. And I'm driving the wheels off the fucking thing, trying to get it back to the house before all hell just erupts around us. Needless to say, I got it to the garage, got it in the garage. And it's funny when we popped out because the car just smelled like it just come off the track. I mean, brakes were roasting. She was hot and cooking. And no more than we got it in the garage, and then literally house debris was coming out of the sky from houses getting hit not too far away. And it was wild, man. You're like, just chunks of houses you'd see kind of fluttering down, you know. And hail that started flying was God, some I think we kept and put it in the freezer. It was like baseball size. It was massive. I mean, it would have destroyed that Rex at speed, no doubt. But the car was safe, we were safe, and then we got a phone call that one of our really, really good family friends, unfortunately, had completely lost their house. It was destroyed. We hopped as soon as we got the phone call, and we knew the tornado was no longer in danger. We jumped back in the Rex, and we got over there as fast as we could to see what we could do to help. And it was crazy. Their house set up on a hill. It was a beautiful house. Had one of the biggest outdoor motocross tracks in the country in his backyard. And there was nothing left. The house was gone. The only thing that was there was the foundation. It looked like a small or a large bomb had gone off and just obliterated everything. I mean, the debris field in the back of our motocross track is hard to describe. We know what we were seeing. We found horses upside down, deader than a doornail, in ponds out in the back near the motocross track. No idea where they came from. Mail falling out of the sky that was like from 2 counties over. Luckily, their son's girlfriend, I think a friend, was home at the time and managed to get downstairs in the basement just before the tornado hit. So even though the house was gone, nobody lost their life. But that was a really wild day there in Missouri. And that wasn't the only occasion. I outran another tornado in that same car. Only that next time it was traveling across country from Kansas City to New York. That's a story I'll bring to you at another time. Anyways, I just wanted to share this kind of sitting in the STI as a backdrop. While it was fresh on my mind, little vlog about running away from tornadoes. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.